The Ozark Trail G.1 Explorer from Walmart. You can put that in your search bar and find all kinds of videos already about this. The general consensus is that it is one heck of a value for what you get for $248. So I couldn't resist. I had been telling the wife for the last couple of years I wanted to turn one of my 29er mountain bikes into a gravel bike, since I drive gravel more than I do trail. But for what it would cost to do so, I would actually spend more doing so than I would have just paying for this entire bike. What I would have would be a nice 29-inch wheel mountain bike with drop bars, basically, and skinny tires. That would always be heavier than this. Granted, this is 30.4 pounds is what they're claiming. I will weigh this on my own scales when I get back home and see what this bike actually weighs. 29.76 pounds. The only thing I've done to it is to take the reflectors off. Take them out of the wheels, off the handlebars, and off the seat post. That's it. After removing the kickstand, $29.25 pounds, 29.25. Have not ridden it, obviously. The the wheel tag says fits 5'4" to 6'3". I'm 5'9.5", almost 5'10". This medium frame fits me just fine. But I think most of us know not to really pay much of attention to that. This is the medium. Let's look at the other tag. See, ride for fitness, trail bikepacking, commute, durable aluminum alloy frame, smooth 2x7 speeds, mechanical disc brakes. It says 700C by 40C tires with double alloy wall rims. Pretty sure these are 45s, not 40s. No, they are 40s. These are Kenda tires, name brand tires. They have no name on it other than Kenda. It says Kenda on the tire twice, so it is a Kenda. So let's go over a little bit of the specs first. It does have internal cable routing, which is hit and miss with me. I've never had to make any repairs to cables or replacements or anything, so I don't know how aggravating that's going to be. The frame is 6061 aluminum. The welds are nice on this. Easily as nice as a $1,000 bike in a bike shop, from my experience, or more. Very well constructed frame. The fork is steel. It does have mounts here where you can mount fenders, water bottles, etc. on both sides of the fork. On the frame, it has them underneath the down tube and on the top of the down tube. It does not have any on a seat tube, but it does have provisions to mount a rear rack or fenders, whichever way you want to go. Let's see, the fork is steel. The shifters are LT Woo, L2, Lieutenant Woo, ever how you want to say it, R2s. It is 2x7, 2 in the front, 7 in the back. Now, I've never seen shifters like this, but then my drop bar experience has been limited to the cyclocross bike I had back in the 00s. Let's see, what else? The stem is steel, the bars are steel. The wrapping on the bars are pretty nice. I like the hoods and the riding position. 27.2 millimeter seat tube. I have heard tell and read in the Facebook group and online that the seat is okay, not very good for longer rides. So you got L2, R2 shifters. You've got an L2, R2 front derailleur for the front two rings. Stamped, which is cheap. 2x crankset in the front. Let's see, I don't know what the gear ratio on this. I'll put the gear ratio on the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen. 170 millimeter alloy cranks. throwaway pedals. Out back, you have a 14 by 28 freewheel, not a free hub. This is not a cassette. This is a freewheel. I'll talk more about that in just a moment, but that is more road bike gearing than mountain bike gearing. It has a tried and true Shimano Tourney TZ 7-speed rear derailleur. These are bottom of the bucket budget parts, but they work. That's the main thing. It does have mechanical disc brakes. Let's see if we can find a name on it. I don't think. No, it's no name, no branded. Now, from what I'm reading in the Facebook group and what I'm seeing on the videos that other people were riding these bikes, the brakes aren't the best, but for $248, they work, and they are discs. And the controversial kickstand. That's probably going to be yanked off of here. Well, let's get these things clipped off of it. Be right back.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
One thing I've already done to it is a Cat-Eye Urban Velo computer. I haven't put the magnet on the wheel yet. It's a wireless computer. Tracks your mileage, odometer, things like that. It's a good budget, basic computer. It's like $25-30 bucks. But that's the third one I've bought. Good timing for that air conditioner to kick on. That's the third one I bought. I've got one on 2 other bikes. I think it's a good looking bike. Obviously haven't ridden it yet. I rode about a quarter of a mile back and forth. Here are my initial impressions. Out of the box with Walmart's assembly without adjusting anything. The only thing I did was adjusted the seat height. It shifted through every gear, the brakes worked. But for $248, I don't think you can go wrong on it. I'm actually thinking about picking up another one. I'll talk more about that in another video, the reason why. But I'm going to take it out and ride some gravel on it tomorrow and try to get a 8 to 12 mile ride on it, see what I think then. But I'm really happy with the purchase so far. If you're wondering, I'm looking at the bike. It's a good looking bike. I didn't really particularly like the green on it on the website, but in person, I like it pretty well. I mean, yeah, for $248, I don't see how in the world you could go wrong with it. Everything on the bike is completely upgradable. What can I say? It looks like we're about to have some company. There comes Mom. I'm filming you right now.